Hello students, in continuation with our series on musical instruments, today I shall speak on the first category of instrument, that Ghar Vadya or Hydrophones. The hornbuster, such system of musical instrument classification defines hydrophones as all the instruments in which sound is produced primarily by way of the instrument's vibration and without the use of membranes or strings. By the very nature of their construction, the sound emitted by hydrophones is noisy. That means these instruments do not give out a sound of definite pitch or frequency. The sound so produced is of indefinite quality and of short duration. Hence, these instruments are primarily used for rhythmic purpose in any musical compositions. These instruments do not require any special kind of tuning and can be played as they are made. The majority of hydrophones are made out of glass, metal, ceramic and wood. Hornbuster Sach divides hydrophone into four main subcategories as shown on the screen. First, stuck hydrophones, second, plugged hydrophones, third, friction hydrophones, fourth, blown hydrophones. We will discuss all these categories one by one along with the examples. Stuck hydrophones. These are the hydrophones which are made of vibrate by being hit either directly with a stick or hand or indirectly by way of a scraping or shaking motion. It is also known as concussion hydrophones. The hydrophones in this category can be further subcategorized into first, directly stuck hydrophones, secondly, indirectly stuck hydrophones. Various types of bells fall into this category. Bells. A stuck bell, commonly known as ghanti in Hindi, is one of the commonest bells we come across. These are indirect stuck hydrophones which produce sound of indefinite pitch. These are not musical instruments but have remained part of the equipments for worship and homes and temples. The real action of producing the sound is by striking the body of the bell. Bells are generally made of bronze and hence called bell metal. Jal tarang. An example of direct stuck hydrophone with a definite pitch is jal tarang. Jal means water and tarang means wave or set of tones. This instrument comprises of a set of porcelain bowls of varying sizes, each filled with water with varying quantity. By choosing the sizes and by adjusting the quantity of water in the cups, the player can tune them. The number of vessels depends on the number of notes and the raga as well as the range the musician is interested in. The cups are arranged in a semicircle. The musician sits at the center with half of the cups on either side. The musician beats the water-filled vessels with a small thin bamboo stick to produce a sound of a definite pitch. Plates. The third example of direct stuck hydrophones is the plates. An example of plates is cymbals. Cymbals are a pair of large or small concave bell metal or brass plates that produce sound of indefinite pitch when struck The two sections, similar in all respects, are clashed against each other. The collision may be face to face or rim to rim, either vertically or horizontally. Stuck plates. Another example of plates is a stuck plate. It is a bronze plate and constructed with a wooden rod, which may be a plain stick or hammer shaped, and is used in tribal and folk music. Except in Kathakali band, these are rarely used in sophisticated music. These instruments are also used in devotional singing. Manjira. Manjira belongs to cymbal family. It is also known as jalra. The term jalra seems to have been derived from jalara, jalari and jalarika, which occur in ancient Sanskrit treatises. There are many varieties of cymbals belonging to this family. One of the sculptures at Konark shows the figure of a woman playing on the cymbals. Chimta. Chimta is a shaken plate instrument primarily used in Punjab and Haryana, or the chimpia of Rajasthan and the lism of Maharashtra. The chimta is a pair of tongs to which shaking plates are attached. As a matter of fact, chimta literally means tongs. The length of the instrument is about a meter or less. The arms of the tongs are made up of steel, are thin, flat and tapers toward the free end. On the quarter side of these flat arms are fixed a number of brass plates by means of screw and nuts, or even riveted. On shaking or clashing, they jingle and produce a pleasant sound. Lezim. The lezim again is an instrument of rhythm employed in dance and mass drills. The instrument consists of a wooden rod or a handle about half a meter in length. A loose cord of cotton is tied at both the ends of the stick. This cord bears a number of iron platelets arranged in pairs. Holding the wooden bar in one hand, the player jerks the rope to give a jingle of sound. Khartals. Khartal is an ancient instrument mainly used in devotional and folk song. It has derived its name from Hindi words kara means hand and tal means clapping. This wooden clapper is a ghan vadya which has discs or plates that produce a clinking sound when clapped together. A khartal has various shapes and sizes. It is usually made of wood, but stone, metal, ivory are also used to make khartals. There is a provision for the thumb and fingers which hold the khartal. There are also small bells or plates on the khartal to give better rhythmic effect. The instrument is especially used by devotees during the religious discourses. Plugged hydrophones. The second category that we are going to discuss is the plugged hydrophones. The plugged hydrophones are also known as lamellophones. These hydrophones are equipped with one or more tongues that produce sound by being plugged by the performer. A small but widely used plugged hydrophones is the morsing or morchung. A morchung can be compared to the Western instrument that the harp of the harp, though it has no resemblance with the harp at all. This small instrument is a folk instrument found in Rajasthan and the Brij region of Uttar Pradesh. The length of a morchung varies from 7 to 8 centimeters. In the southern part of India, it is frequently used in concerts as a kind of rhythmic secondary to the mridangam, ghat and the khanjira. Friction hydrophones. This type of hydrophones produce sound by being rubbed either against each other or by means of non-sounding objects. These types of instruments are not very common. Possibly the best known example is the scraper or rasp. It is one of the most primal instruments. The scraper, rasp or stridulator is made of bone, shell, wood, gourd or metal. Blown hydrophones. These hydrophones produce sound when stimulated by moving air. Besides Hornbostel classification of hydrophones, we have another scheme of classification of musical instruments which is based on the sound produced by an hydrophone. Concussion hydrophones. Sound is produced by sticking together two objects capable of vibrations. Examples are jal tarang, cymbals, etc. Friction hydrophones. Sound is produced by rubbing the vibrating objects. Examples are scrapers or rasp, etc. Third, percussion hydrophones. Sound is produced by sticking the vibrating object with a mallet, hammer, stick or other non-vibrating objects. Examples are khanjira, pot or ghatam, etc. Fourth, plucked hydrophones. Sound is produced by plucking a flexible tongue. Example is morchang, etc. Rattle hydrophones. Sound is produced by shaking and vibrating objects. Examples are chimta, khartas, etc. Scraped hydrophones. Sound is produced by scraping the vibrating objects with a stick or other non-vibrating objects. Example is stuck bells. Through the descriptions so far, one fact may have been noticed: there are not many solid instruments used in sophisticated concert music. Also, it would have been observed that few of them are melodic, most of them are rhythm keepers. This is not surprising, as the Indian classical music demands a great accuracy in pitch, which is almost impossible to obtain from these instruments. Rag music is not only enriched but depends on ornamentations or gaumarks which cannot be produced by Ghanvadya. Melodic music, moreover, lies on long sustained notes which again cannot be obtained from hydrophones. Bound by these limitations, they have therefore rarely made of grade. So viewers, in this lecture we had a glimpses of Ghanvadya or hydrophones. We discussed the Hornbuster-Sachs classification of hydrophones and looked at the examples of each category. In the next lecture, we discuss more about Indian musical instruments. Thank you.